World-class faculty, cutting-edge labs, and immersive learning. A vibrant campus life beyond the classroom. SGT University, nurturing future leaders.
Today, we dive into a highly sensitive and controversial topic: cousin marriages. A video that's gone viral is sparking fresh debate in the UK, especially within British Pakistani communities. At the heart of the storm is far-right activist Tommy Robinson, who in a recent post made some explosive and deeply offensive claims about cousin marriages, Islam, and birth defects. But how much of what he said is fact and how much is prejudice wrapped in data? Let's break this down rationally and with verified research. Let's start with what Tommy Robinson actually said in his viral video. In the video, he claims that 76% of Pakistanis in Bradford marry their first cousins and that this leads to 33% of the UK's birth defects, even though British Pakistanis make up only about 3% of the total UK population. Now, that is not just offensive, it is also misleading. So let's bring in the actual facts. Earlier this year, the BBC reported on a comprehensive study called Born in Bradford. It tracked over 13,000 children born in the city between 2007 and 2010. So here's what the real data tells us. More than 1 in 6 children in that study had parents who are first cousins, most of them from the British Pakistani community in Bradford. These children had a 6% chance of inheriting a recessive genetic disorder. That's double the general population risk, which is about 3%. So yes, there is an increased risk, but it's not 33%. It is certainly not as sensational as portrayed. The same study looked into early childhood development, and the results were nuanced. 11% of children born to cousin couples were diagnosed with speech or language problems compared to 7% of other children. When it came to achieving learning milestones by age 5, only 54% of these children reached the government's good stage of development marker compared to 64% of children whose parents are not related. So what does this mean? There is a developmental gap, but again, that does not mean all cousin marriages result in disabilities, and it definitely does not justify sweeping generalization. Cousin marriage is legal in the UK, but couples are offered genetic advice and screening so they can make an informed decision on this. Also, let's widen the lens a bit more. Cousin marriages are not just a Pakistani or Muslim phenomenon. They are legally practiced in countries across the Middle East, North Africa, and South Asia, and in some US states too. According to geneticists, the risk of inherited disorder does rise in closely related couples, but not to the extreme levels being portrayed in the viral videos. So, to put it plainly, yes, there is risk involved. So what's the takeaway? Cousin marriages do carry genetic risk, especially with repeated generations of intermarriage like in Muslims. But condemning entire communities with exaggerated statistics and religious slurs is not only wrong. The solution is not blanket bans, but public health education, community outreach and awareness, and scientific counseling.